He was doing an outdoor leadership camp, and they were rock climbing and hiking and rope climbing and things like that. And the very last day, they were supposed to pack up their gear and were on their way back, and they had some time, so they stopped by the river. The counselors decided to practice a victim rescue maneuver. What happened for Adam is he felt the strength of the current, and he panicked, and he put his feet down, and he suffered a foot entrapment, and he was pulled underwater, and he was underwater between 20 and 25 minutes.
For the first year and a half, we worked through literally spending 24 hours a day with him. Sharon stopped working. He was on a feeding tube, so we constantly were working with that to give him nourishment. And at that point in time, we'd begun a lot of the therapies, but it was an all-consuming task that we were not prepared for.
They sent aides to work with us, and then began all the traditional therapies, and we watched and realized that that was not what we needed or wanted for Adam.
I think we were under the impression that we had to do everything ourselves, so we did a lot of searching on the internet, contacting the Department of Public Health for some assistance, and at some point in time, and I'm not sure who directed us, but we began to work with the ARC. The ARC gave us, I think, the information supports, the access to the financial supports, and
they trusted us.
Right, that we knew what was the best for Adam to do. So
that was a very different experience, because ABR is a pioneering effort. It's a really very radical shift in paradigms, and they trusted that we were doing what was best for Adam and helped us finance that.
His health and his emotional development, his cognitive development has come so far in the last 8 or 9 years, and I think that's primarily a function of his being home. So
it was never a decision for us.
We never, ever considered an institutional or residential placement. It was not on our radar screen whatsoever.
1, 2, 3. What are you talking about? Say, when is it time to go outside? Get out of the house. Never met a happier person in my life. Adam was born on January 14th, 1986. So that's his very first birth picture. And his sister's 2 years older. He was always going, always on the go. The only way he could relax was by playing video games. I think our path was different than most of the families who are involved with this agency, because most are dealing with this from their child's birth. And we, of course, had a 12-year-old son who was in this accident, and I wonder how many other families don't know that this agency is also for them and represents their interests and can help them.
I can't wait till you can do that back to me.
Give him time.
Oh, I know.
Communities and families and friends are really very present and responsive in the short term. I don't think there's any script for how to be present for a situation like this in the long term. And that's a very hard part of this journey for us.